lots of little leftover crops, some poop from I guess it was, you can't polish a turd. So, and that also is one of those things that I have to say, like I like to point these out. You know, we could just show you the props and move along, but something like this, for example, it's something, again, kind of prankish. You know, we're actually getting poo and trying to make, you know, polish them. It's a little ridiculous, but you know, we went. What we did with it was we had found a Japanese kind of form of art that was originally come up with to entertain kids on the playground, where they take dirt, get a little water in it, and they roll it around in it till it forms a ball, and you put it in the fridge in a baggie. The moisture precipitates on the outside of the baggie and on the ball, and gradually it dries out, and from polishing it you can get these things that are we were able to do this actually with the poo, to where they were as shiny as ball bearings. That we used a reflectometer and measured them, and we were able to polish turds to the point that they were as shiny as these things. So, you know, again, it's sort of like, why would you do this? It's sort of an adolescent prank, playing around with, you know, excrement, and I don't know, it probably doesn't translate to other countries, but polishing a turd refers in our country to trying to take something that is really kind of useless, and you know, no matter what you do with it, you're still going to end up with something useless, you know. So, you know, when we would sometimes be asked to build things that, you know, and improve, you know, what we're working on, and we knew it was a losing battle, that was polishing a turd. So in this case, what was interesting was this whole process of learning about the material, and the way that the physical thing that's happening there is that as this thing is put into the refrigerator, the condensation that forms on the surface of it makes it moist, and the process is you get the dry powder of the same material and sift it over the top, and then rub it. And because of the slightly moist surface, the dry particles fill the small pores of the surface you're working on, but you rub off all the stuff on the top. And so over time, you're actually able to come up with something that's amazingly smooth with that process. And it's a subtle thing. It's something that, you know, is you know, you don't need to know how to polish turds. It's not going to really help you in your life, but nevertheless, we find these things fascinating when it tells about so much about materials and processes, even in such an unlikely place, about how you smooth things, and just thinking through the interaction of the materials that you're using, and how, you know, you can do unexpected things with them, because sometimes it becomes, you know, in our case, we do on the show, we do unusual things with all sorts of materials and processes. So this is actually quite educational for us.